I'm Kartika Devi, PhD scholar, working with Professor Mahesh Panchagnola in the Department of Applied Mechanics. I'm working on aerosol deposition studies in human lung.
We got motivated by an old experiment where guinea pigs in a lab were exposed to air from a TB ward. And what was shown is that only 30% of the guinea pigs developed infection. And the question that perplexed us was, why would only 30% of the guinea pigs develop infection, where 70% showed no signs of infection, while the exposure levels were all the same? We started delving a little deeper and suspected that the lung morphometry itself, being slightly different in different guinea pigs, could have been the cause. Kartika Devi's project is related to understanding the fate of aerosols in the human lung.
Our hypothesis is that the intersubject variability is mainly caused by morphometric variations between individual to individual.
So we started investigating the effect of intersubject lung morphometry variability on drug deposition, on aerosol deposition in the lung. And in order to explain why some people were more resistant while others weren't.
We have a computational model of human lung to get the deposition values. We model human respiratory tract as a one-dimensional trumpet model, and we define two parameters, mainly the alveolar deposition and the alveolar suspension. And we want to compare this with the real deposition obtained on healthy subjects. We performed the experimental study in Sri Venkateswara Institute of Medical Sciences, Tirupati, and we compared both these values, that is the values from the experiment and the values from the numerical model, to extract the morphometric parameters of healthy subjects. So at the end of this study, we have the morphometric parameters for the healthy subjects under study. We want to extend this study on patients with respiratory illness. So if a physician prescribes this walk-in lab test, the person can go get a gamma scintigraph done, get his lung deposition data, get his lung morphometric parameters, so that the physician can prescribe only a certain dosage of drug to be delivered for that person.
And we've made some fascinating headway, and Kartika's hard work has led us in this direction, where we are now able to show that specifically the deep lung, differences in the deep lung in the generations 17 to 23, however small they may be, affect deposition rates in a nonlinear fashion.
Actually, I met my guide during the initial stages of my PhD, and I wanted to work on some biomedical related application, and he enthusiastically explained this type of work to be done. Without my guide's enthusiastic support, constructive feedback, I would have not come to this extent.